Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about the early colonies and the Pilgrims. Make sure to click the subscribe button for more videos. Now let's jump to it. When you think of the early colonies, what do you think of? Do you imagine several groups of people gathered on land who farmed for themselves? Do you think of people that wore silly hats? Well, the colonies were settlements where many families and explorers built communities. These people took the land, cleared it, and grew crops and built houses. The colonies settled in 13 of the states in the United States. These states were Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia. Most of these states were created by the British, but in 1776, the colonies declared their independence from Britain, which is why we celebrate 4th of July. The thing is, the people who lived in the colonies were not the first people to settle in America. The first people to settle in America were Native Americans. These people had their own fascinating culture and practices. But as the people from the colonies started to expand towards other lands in America, the Native Americans were forced out of their communities. People came to America for many different reasons. Some people came for religious freedom, and others came for wealth. A lot of people were hoping to find gold and other things in the land that would make them rich. These people were known as pilgrims. Sadly, some of the people that came to America were slaves who came to the land against their will. Some people in Europe tried many times to create colonies in America. One of these colonies is known today as the Lost Colony of Roanoke. The Lost Colony was made up of 117 men, women, and children. In 1587, this large group of people settled on Roanoke Island, and the colony became the first English colony of the New World. The colony was formed so that settlers could find riches and also provide wealth and benefits to England. However, in 1590, the colony was discovered to be completely abandoned. This means that the settlers had mysteriously disappeared. Weirdly enough, there was no sign of a struggle or conflict either. The only clue to the disappearance of the colony of Roanoke was lettering that was carved in the post that read Croatoan. The disappearance of this colony is still a mystery to this day. Another colony that was formed by the English was the Jamestown colony, which was formed in 1607. This colony was the first permanent English colony. This settlement was actually made up of 105 people, and all of them were males. Unfortunately, in the first year, times were hard because a lot of these people suffered from illness and lack of food. Near the colonies lived a group of Native Americans called the Powhatan Confederacy. For some time, they gave Jamestown some food, but the two groups did not always trust each other. The Powhatan Confederacy eventually stopped giving the Jamestown colony food. Around that time, conflict began between the two groups. The winter of 1609 to 1610 was a very difficult time for the colonists in Jamestown. This was known as the Starving Times. Eventually, through many years, the colonies grew in size as more people began expanding through the land. To learn more about colonial America and why it was so important, check out this resource by Literacy and Math Ideas titled Colonial America Interactive Notebook. The link to this product will be provided in the description of this video.